I've decided it's time to create the next generation of superstars.
I'm Gianna. Don't be fooled by my size, because I have a huge voice that will blow you away.
Going up past Chateau Marmont, which I love. Have you ever been to that hotel?
No, never been.
Cool to be in the Hollywood Hills, right?
Yes.
Today, as you know, we're meeting Dannii. Dannii is already there. Are you nervous?
I'm a little nervous, but I'm more excited.
Can you ask her something about her fashion?
Yes.
What do you think you'll ask her?
What made you want to start making your own fashion line?
What else do you think you want to talk to her about?
When you perform, how do you feel?
Thank you so much for coming. We are super excited to have you here to meet Gianna. And we know you have so much knowledge and so much to give and share, which is what makes us even more excited to have you. So thanks.
Well, I'm excited to talk to you because you're 10 now. So I started working when I was 7, and I started work full time when I was 10. So it's so nice to be able to speak to you because this is what you want to do, perform, and I've been lucky enough to do that too. I love it. I love it. So I'm going to give you the hard sell. Yes, this is a great career, and hopefully some good advice so that you can enjoy that as well. So it's great that you're working with BP. So he will help you on the stage really communicate because singing is one thing, performing is another thing.
We thought it would be great and really beneficial for you to go through some of Gianna's closet items, things that she owns,
Yep.
and help her create her own true, authentic self.
Yeah, all right. I'm excited to hear you sing, but let's get in the wardrobe first.
Now, I've known Dannii since back in 1997 when we did the musical Grease. Having started work at the age of 7 years old and having an international recording career, as well as being a judge on hit shows like X Factor UK, Australia's Got Talent, Britain and Ireland's Next Top Model, X Factor Australia, Dance Boss, and most recently, The Masked Singer. Even though Dannii's one of the world's biggest superstars, to me, she's one of my best mates and someone that I would trust my life with. And that's why I brought her in, because I trust her with Gia as well.
So this is some of your wardrobe. I'm sure there's more. But show me your favorite pieces and why you like them.
I like this one a lot because it's like glittery.
Me too. It's giving me unicorn vibes. I love that. I love anything that sparkles. So.
I like this one too.
Yeah. So this is more like you were talking about, like your overalls and you're kind of fierce. Would you say you're a tomboy sometimes or not? No. So more girly.
Yes.
I was a real tomboy when I was growing up.
I have one question.
Yep.
What made you want to start like designing clothes?
So when I was performing, I didn't find the clothes that I wanted to wear for that performance that made me feel really confident and strong, and started creating an image of who I was. So my grandma was really good at sewing on the sewing machine. And so I would say, I like this, but I want to rip up that fabric and I want to add it to that, so can you help me make it? So she helped me make my own costumes. And then the kids watching me on the TV show kept writing to me saying, where can we get these clothes? And I can't get them anywhere, I just make them with my grandma, and that's how I started designing clothes.
I never knew that.
Cool.
Yeah! I'm not great at sewing myself, but I'm pretty good at knowing what I want.
And my grandma sews too.
Does she? So that could be very handy for you.
Having the opportunity to get fashion tips from a fashion icon is amazing. I feel like such a lucky girl.
Learn how to work a hot glue gun, girl.
Yeah. BP can do that, I can't do
I
that. But
actually used it.
You did?
The other day, and I was like, Mom, this is so easy, because I thought it would be hard.
okay, so you can teach me how to do that. Perfect. And show me your heels that you have here, your shoes.
I have
So you're okay wearing a heel, you find it pretty easy and comfortable?
But these ones are a little bit harder.
A little bit harder, yeah, because the straps are smaller.
Yeah, they're a little bit higher.
So I call this a dinner shoe. You just wear it to get in the car, out of the car, to the table, and back again.
Would you ever go on stage without a heel?
You know the answer is no. I could be going on stage with a heel that big, and that would be considered a flat shoe. Yeah, no, I'm always wearing heels when I'm on stage, so it does make me feel like I'm either getting dressed up to go out or I am on stage and I'm about to perform. So sometimes even the process of, you know, when I put on makeup or I style my hair a certain way and I put on those kinds of shoes, it's my little time to prepare and I'm getting ready for some performance. So you can also use that time of getting ready and choosing specific bits to really give you that energy or the confidence for the performance.
For as long as I've known Dannii, she's always been so caring and so mothering.
What would make you feel great for today's performance? Because I know you've had a little bit of a sore throat, and sometimes if I'm not well, I will pull on really the things that make me feel really the best to sort of help in that situation.
What are you thinking?
I mean, I love a sparkle for stage and performance. For me, I would go straight to that, 100%.
And I can see Gianna's eyes going like this. What are you thinking? straight to the sequence, which is where that's pulling my focus too.
Yeah, I would love to see you in that.
Meeting Dannii for the first time was so much fun because we talked about fashion and she even gave me some tips. And she's kind and really pretty.
It's like armor, it's like confidence boosting. That's a jacket.
Would you go for the black dress and then the pink heel to bring out the pink and the sparkle? What do you think?
Yeah, I like that.
I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean this is great because you're starting with all of your clothes so you know that you already love them. I just want you to feel super comfortable and ready to perform.
Yeah.
Okay, that's yours.
Stick it on, girl.
Okay.
Showtime, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes!
Looking gorgeous!
I was nervous to perform that day because I wasn't feeling so good and my voice was not 100%. And I really wanted to impress Dannii.
Feel ready to perform? Oh, good. I'm so glad. That's an outfit.
That sure is an outfit.
I'm very, very happy with that.
She's bouncing off the balls in that outfit. Literally.
I know, you're
love
a
that.
miracle.
What you want? Baby, I got it. What you need? You know I got it.
It's such a treat to have Dannii with us this day because she is so encouraging and so charismatic.
When you come home. Woo! Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Reset.
Very good job.
So good, so good. I love the mixture of you being fierce and strong, and yeah, come sit down. But also like the smiling and the warmth. I think that's so important. The blend of those things.
Yeah, it's when you're on stage, it's important to engage and connect with your audience through different ways, but smiling really helps. There's sometimes I know when I've been on stage and I think I'm in the moment, and I am in the moment, I'm so fierce, and then I'll watch it back and I'm like, you could have smiled.
Yeah.
So a smile really does help.
Yeah, my concentrating face apparently looks like I'm very angry. So when I'm at work and I'm working on The Masked Singer in Australia at the moment, and I'm trying to guess who it is, and I'm writing down clues, and as I'm doing this, my face looks so stressed and angry, and the producers are saying in my ear, "You look really mad," and I'm not mad. I'm like, that's my concentrating face. So sometimes you've got to work out how to do the job, but then have a face that is saying, you know, something else.
Yeah, it's a skill because you're thinking of, you're singing, you're dancing, you're moving, you're working someone in the audience, and then you're still remembering, oh, I've got a face.
Yeah.
I got to react to everything or react to nothing, you know, or change my reaction to what I'm feeling.
And I always say to performers that I've worked with on X Factor, and I've had 3 winners in the years that I've been there, is that the performance is through everything. It's through the end of your eyelashes, it's through the tips of your fingers, it comes through your toes, your hair.
It was such an honor to have someone who has been a judge on so many singing competition shows critique and compliment me. I'm so grateful that I had that experience.
Once you can do the technical side, you know the dance routine, you know the singing, but then you can just enjoy that feeling where it's a real full body experience. Enjoy every hair whip and every point, and it's really through the fingernail. It's fun. It's really fun. And I can see that you love it and you have it in you, and this is something that you'll end up doing. It's very exciting. To be here right at the beginning.
That was fun, right?
So how
Takes me back about 30 years.
So how long have you two been working together?
Almost a year.
Almost a year.
That's beautiful. I was lucky, as I said, at your age. I started working full time, so I was doing school and my schoolwork, but also doing a weekly TV show, which was like the Mickey Mouse Club.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not really great at setting out my schedule of practicing unless I know I've got something on. And I guess that's because I started working so young. It's like the show is this Saturday. So working backwards, here's all the things that I have to do, and I loved the rehearsing as much as the performance.
But there are days when you're not feeling your best, and that's okay too. But when you do start working, and as you know, being in the business for so long, there's times where you don't have the luxury of taking a day off. And so how would you advise Gianna, what would your advice be for on those days where you're not 100% and getting through that? Because today you did a beautiful job, but she's not 100% vocally. And I tried to tell her that's okay, but you still have to go to work.
Yeah, it's going to be part of the business, because there's no not showing up, especially when you're creating you. There's only you can do that. No one else can do it. So you need to show up for work. So it's just really knowing your body, conserving your energy. So everything that you can start studying now about health, fitness, sleep, routines. I wear an eye mask. Every time I put that on, I have a little music that I play on my phone. That says to my brain, it's time to go to sleep now. So I have to have certain things in my routine that I stick to.
I love that Dannii taught me the importance about having a ritual.
As long as I've known you, you've had a very strict diet.
Yeah, I love healthy food, but it's still working out what gives you great energy, what's sustaining your energy, what is going to keep you healthy and what's going to make you feel good, what amount of food you can put in your tummy before you're going on stage and performing, because I mean we've done shows together, it's 2 hours on stage, and once you're singing that whole time and pumping your tummy, you can't have too much in your stomach. When we came on stage, then it was eating time.
Yeah.
So I find it really hard to work late at night. So what I used to do at school was do my homework at lunchtime. So I would go into the library, get it all finished, and then when I finished school, I would jump straight in the car and I'd be going straight to rehearsals. And I get car sick, so I can't look down and do my homework. And sometimes we wouldn't finish between 8 and 10 o'clock at night, so there was no starting homework for me then. What time do you normally go to bed?
9:30, 10.
Okay. What time do you get up?
6:30.
Okay. That's late going to bed. Are you really tired by then, or do you find it hard to get to sleep?
It's not hard to.
No. Okay. So it's enough sleep for you.
9:30.
Yeah. Okay. I'm a big sleeper. I need more sleep than that.
Yeah, you're in bed by 7 with your eye mask on, your music on.
I've found that, having a long career, there'll be times that are good and times that are not good, and I don't think I would be in a career this long without having such a great relationship with my family. And they're always there for me when times are good and when times are bad, but you just really make sure that communication is good.
What made you want to start performing?
I saw a lady perform who's called Olivia Newton-John, and she was in a movie called Grease, which people still watch, and it's all singing and dancing, and there's a musical of it.
Which we were in.
We did the stage show of that, and I saw the movie. And Olivia Newton-John is Australian, and she is just magnificent on camera and can sing, can dance, can act. And I saw her, and I didn't even know what she was doing or that it was a job. I was just like, I want to do that. I don't know what it is, but I want to do that. And I had no idea how to do it, so I begged my parents to send me to a class where I could learn to sing and dance, because I saw her doing that in the movie. I didn't really understand all the acting stuff, but it was just that one person, and I got to meet her as an adult, and I got to tell her that she was the entire reason why my whole life has been performing, and I actually don't know how to do anything else. So this is all I do. It's all I've done since I was a tiny kid, and she was as amazing as I thought she would be. So what makes you want to get into performing and entertaining? What makes you want to get up and sing?
It's just so much fun, and I can make people feel happy and make them feel good.
Yeah.
And it's just, you get to perform, and you feel like when you perform, you get to feel in the right place.
Yeah, it's your happy place. Yeah. And like, I was just always living for the moments when I could perform. As I said, if it was a rehearsal or on stage, a real show, any of it. My mum tells me that I used to just, whoever would come to the house, I would start singing and dancing and trying to perform for them at any opportunity.
We have a lot in common.
Yeah. That's great that it makes you feel so good. And that you already know that there's that energy where you can make an audience feel great too. I love that. I saw that when you were performing before, and you were looking us in the eye, like you knew we're sitting here and how do they feel and what can I do in this performance? You know that already.
Thank you.
Good.
Well, thank you again for coming today. Like,
Thank you.
you have so much to offer, and we really do appreciate it.
Well, I'm around anytime. BP has my number and anything that you want to know, because I always leave things and I think, oh, I wish I had have asked that, and it's too much going on. So